Evening, Benson's Coins here. So I was going to do something a bit different today, and I've obviously done it over because I've picked up something that's a little bit different than the norm, and we're just going to have a little go and have a little look at it and see what it's about. So as you can see, I've got this folder now. I don't know how I'm going to do this without knocking stuff over, so hopefully. And as you can see, I've picked up these. I think they're not real gold. They are just golded. If I can get that out, because I'll get you one out so you can see. But they're pretty much all the same on the backs. So if I can get this one out. Sorry about the camera there. So I picked up these, which I actually really like, because I used to be a massive fan of Dragon Ball Z, and these are like the gold money notes, really. So as you can see on the back, it's got the dragon, and it's a 10,000 yen. So this is part of a collection. Pretty cool though. So there's obviously a young Goku there. So I'll put it. Oh, it also come with, if I can get it out, this little certificate of what it is. But obviously my fingers are not very long. Sorry about my dirty hands. I've actually come back from work. I have washed them, but they look dirty. So this is a certificate, and obviously it tells you all you need to know on the back. The only thing is you can't really read it that well. If I can get it a bit closer. So that is a certificate for them. So I'll stick that over there for a sec. And then what we'll do is we'll put this one back in. But they're all this on the other side. So we'll get one out so we could show you and get this back in there. So that is the first one. Then if we move down, we've got the second one with this picture. So I'll let you have a little look. And then obviously we got this one. I can't remember his name, but I know that's a young Trunks, which is Vegeta's son. And then we'll move on to the next page. And then we got him, which I can't remember his name. I'm sure you lot, if you did watch the cartoon, you'll know what their names are, and you can let me know in the comments. So we'll move down to the next one. And then we'll move down to the next one. I really like the designs on these because I think they're pretty cool artwork. Then we'll move on to this one, who I remember is Krillin. Then we move on to this one, who I think is Master Roshi. I think that's his name. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments. Then we got Piccolo. So this is pretty cool. So we'll move on to the next page. Then we've got another Goku there. Then we move on to the next one, and this is another version of Goku. Then we've got Goku as a Super Saiyan. Then we move on, and we've got Broly. So that's what the version of Broly there. And then obviously he powered up to a bigger version when he got more power. Then we got the normal Goku. Then we move on again. Then we got Goku in his blue Super Saiyan form. Then we got him powering up in another blue Super Saiyan form. Then I don't know. I think this is Gohan in Super Saiyan level 3. If I'm saying this and this makes no sense to you, Unless you've watched the cartoon, you'd sort of understand. But I was a massive fan of this. Then you got Majin Buu, and then you've got the little Majin Buu. I think this was the original version he come out with, and then he obviously come into this, and then he went into a adult form. Then you've got Frieza, who everyone should know. Then we move on. Last page, we got Vegeta. Then we got a Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then we got a... No, I don't know if that's... I think that's Goku, but Goku Black, which was an evil one. So that's it so far. I've got spaces to see if I find any more. Then obviously I will put some more in the folder. But I just thought they were a cool little collection. I know they do a proper gold backs out there of these, which are a small percentage of gold. But I can't find them. But these are pretty cool. So that was just a quick one today. I know it's not to do about coins. It's completely something. But it is banknotes. So I suppose we're still on the money form. But yeah, how cool are these? I thought these are really cool. So just a quick brief over again. And as I say, I used to watch this as a kid. Really liked it back in the day. I used to run home from school to watch this. But yeah, pretty cool. Just a quick last little brief on these. Yeah, if I find some more, I'll pick some more up. But that was pretty much today's video. Also, like to thank everyone who was in Social Stackers last night, who see the podcast with me jumping into silver, Selfie and Hordian, and the one and only Stacking with Craven. If you go onto Stacking with Craven's channel, well, obviously if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please get over there, and the other two as well. Hit them up, get some subscriptions and likes, and help them out on their channels. And you can watch the full podcast on there, and you'll see that we had a good chin wag. It was a good little giveaway, and it's just a great place to have a chat and all of that. So I'll see you on the next one, and peace.